Hello and welcome to your flow. Today we are going to work the legs. If you like this video, please don't forget at the end to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for more weekly free yoga videos. Let's begin in a standing position at the top of the mat with your feet at about shoulder or hip width distance apart. We're going to take some sun salutations to warm up. Inhale, arms up, look at your thumbs. Exhale, hinge at the waist, fold forward as you come all the way down. Inhale, halfway lift, straight back, straight legs. Exhale, fold all the way. Pulling the navel in towards the spine. You are able to energetically move your chest towards your thighs. Grab the opposite elbows and rock back and forth a few times just to get into those hamstrings. Focus on the breath and the quality of the breath. You'll always know if you cannot take a full deep breath, then you have gone too far in your posture. So keep that in mind. Placing your hands either on your shins or on the floor, take another halfway lift. And on your exhale, we're going to step back into a plank position. And then you're going to exhale to chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, push back into downward facing dog. Looking towards your knees. Moving the heels towards the floor as you push the ground away through the pads of your hands and your fingertips. Let's take a couple breaths here. 1 and 2. On the inhale, we're going to roll back up into a plank position and then step up your hands or your feet between your hands. Inhale to halfway lift, flat back, straight legs. Exhale, fold forward once again. Inhale, let's come all the way up, bringing the hands up overhead, looking up. And exhale to your neutral standing position. One more. Inhale, arms up, look up, stretch the spine nice and long. Exhale, keeping the back straight, we hinge from the waist and fold forward over the legs. Inhale, halfway lift, and exhale, moving back into our plank position again. Go ahead and take your flow into chaturanga or all the way down to the ground. Inhale for upward facing dog, and exhale into downward facing dog. This time, you are going to, on your inhale, step or jump forward, your hands between, or your feet between your hands, toes together, heels apart, bend deeply in the knees as you bring your hands up. Your biceps are near your ears, but draw your shoulders away from your ears. And rock your weight into your heels. So look down, make sure that you can see your toes and that your knees aren't going past them. And then look back up towards your hands, chair position. Let's hold here for 3 more breaths. 1, 2, and 3. Let's fold forward on the exhale. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale to plank. You can take your chaturanga or all the way down to the stomach. Inhaling to upward facing dog. And exhaling, pushing back into downward facing dog. We're going to take one more chair pose. So again, inhaling, stepping or jumping your feet between the hands for your halfway lift. And then bend through the knees as you rock the weight into the heels. Raising the arms up into chair pose again. Draw the navel in towards the spine. Focus on your breath. 3 breaths here. 1, 2, and 3. On the exhale, we fold forward again. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, stepping back to plank. And moving through your flow. Up dog on the inhale. Exhale, downward facing dog. Okay, we're gonna start in some warriors now. Inhale, the right leg rises, bend the knee. Let's make some circles with the knee in the air to open up that hip. And then lift it up on the inhale, straight up. On the exhale, bring your knee to your nose, placing that right leg between your hands. Move your back foot at a 90-degree angle, and we'll circle the arms up and come in to warrior two. Shoulders down and away from the ears. The navel comes inward. We're moving the right knee out towards the right to activate the glutes. Pressing through that back foot. 2 more breaths here. 1 and 2. Let's straighten the front leg, move the back leg in a few inches, shift the weight into the back leg, so the left leg, and then come forward over the right leg into triangle pose. So you can either place your hand on your shin, your thigh, you can grab your big toe and look up towards your top hand. Let's hold for 3 breaths. 1, 2, and 3. Looking down towards the floor, let's frame the foot with the hands and step back into plank pose. Lower to chaturanga or your belly. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. Let's take that flow on the left hand side. So on the inhale, raise your left leg up to the sky, bend the knee, and make some circles in the air with your knee to open up that hip. Okay, 1 more. Inhale, straighten the left leg, and on the exhale, bring the knee to the nose, placing that left foot between the hands. As you move the right foot at a 90-degree angle, circle the arms up, warrior two, left side. Again, let's focus on keeping the core nice and tight, so you're knitting the rib cage in, bringing the navel in, rotating that left leg out towards the left so you have that glute working, and pushing through that back leg. 2 more breaths. 1, looking towards the front hand, and 2. On the inhale, let's straighten that front leg, bring the back leg in a few inches, shift the weight into the right leg, and bend over the left leg. Again, doing what you did on the other side, you can either have your arm on your thigh, your hand on your shin or your ankle, or you can grab the big toe with the 2 peace fingers, triangle pose, left side, looking up to the hand. 3 breaths here. 1, 2, and 3. Looking down. We're going to go ahead and cycle the arms down and take our flow. Plank, chaturanga, inhale, up dog, exhale, downward facing dog. Hold here, 2 breaths. 1, pushing the ground away, and 2. Let's go ahead and inhale, right leg rises again, and on the exhale, bring your knee to your nose, placing that foot between the hands. This time, you're going to leave your back foot as it is, raise the arms up for a high lunge. Hold here, 3 breaths. 1, lowering down to increase the groin stretch. 2, keeping your hip active on your right leg. And 3. On the exhale, frame the foot with the hands once more. And this time, we're going to shift the weight forward so that your left leg comes off the ground. Let's go ahead and bunch up into a little ball. So bring your left knee to your chest and come down into a little teeny tiny ball. And then you're going to inhale and stretch the left leg up to the sky into half split and bringing your head towards your right leg. So inhale, crunch, or exhale, crunch. Inhale, rise. Exhale, crunch, small. Inhale, lift again. Exhale, nice and small. Now on this next one, when we inhale, we're actually going to push up into warrior three. So outstretch that back leg, balancing on the right leg, bringing your arms to frame your head. Hold here 3 breaths. 1. Lift that left leg higher, higher. 2. And 3. On the inhale, we're going to bring the left knee to the chest. Hold here, 3 breaths. 1. 2, pulling the knee towards your chest, keeping your core tight. And 3. Let's take a quad stretch with the left leg, so gripping the foot with the left hand and pulling your heel in towards your glute. If you would like, you can intensify the stretch by coming forward. If not, stay where you are. 3 breaths. 1, 2, and 3. On the inhale, come back up again. Now let's put the left foot inside of the right thigh or on the inside of your right calf. So depending what feels more comfortable for you, we're going to take tree pose. Hands at the heart, rotating that left knee out to activate that glute again. If you would like an extra challenge, on your inhale, raise your hands up towards the ceiling and look up. Hold for 3 breaths. 1, 2, shoulders away from the ears, and 3. Lower the hands, and let's put the left leg back where we were in our high lunge, but this time drop the knee to the floor, and on the exhale, let's straighten that front leg and fold over into a hamstring stretch. Holding here for 3 breaths. 1, 2. Again, we're stretching the chest towards the shin. And 3. Inhale, come back to your low lunge, frame the foot with the hands, and let's take our vinyasa. So, plank pose. Exhale, chaturanga all the way down, or half push-up. Inhale, upward facing dog, looking up. Exhale, downward facing dog. Great job. Okay, let's hold here for 2 breaths for a little rest. 1 and 2. Let's raise the left leg up to the sky on the inhale. Exhale, bring that knee in towards your chest. Place the foot between the hands and take your high lunge. Arms up, framing the head. Shoulders away from the ears. Core tight, back leg straight, dropping lower for more of a stretch. 3 breaths. 1, 2, and 3. Let's go ahead and put your hands on the mat again, slightly in front of your left foot as we shift the weight forward and bring the right foot off the ground. This time we bring the right leg up to the sky. And then we're going to exhale, bring it in. Tiny little ball, scrunch up, nice and small. Inhale, outstretch. And exhale, bring it in. Inhale, leg up. And exhale, bring it in. Okay, now we're going to take our warrior 3. So on the inhale, straighten that front leg. Straighten the back leg. And then your arms come up again to frame your head. And lift that leg higher. 3 breaths. 1, flex that foot. 2, and 3. On the inhale, let's bring the knee to the chest. Hug it in with your arms nice and tight, keeping that foot active. 2, and 3. Go ahead and take a quad stretch. So taking your right foot into your right hand. For the stretch, bring it into the glute. If you would like, you can fold forward. If not, stay where you are. 3 breaths. 1, 2, and 3. Okay, inhaling, coming back up. We're going to take tree pose on this side. So the right foot goes on the inside of the thigh or the calf. Hands in prayer at the heart. And if you would like, on the inhale, raise the hands up to the ceiling. Hold for 3. 1, 2, navel in, stretching high, and 3. Exhale, bring your hands back to heart center. Let's go ahead and take that right leg, place it at the back of the mat like we were in lunge before, this time dropping the knee down to the floor, and straightening the left leg as you fold over for your hamstring stretch. 3 deep breaths here. 1, 2, and 3. Okay, on the inhale, let's go ahead and frame the foot. Bring the left foot back for your plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Okay, this time we're going to take a nice stretch in frog pose. So you can walk your feet up towards your hands. And then I'm going to turn towards you so you can see if you haven't done this before. Your heels can be about shoulder or hip width distance apart as you come down low. And this is called like the yogi squat or frog pose. Malasana. So we have our heels on the floor, our feet are flat on the floor, and we have our arms between the legs like this. And you can have your hands together so you can press to stretch out. If this isn't as accessible, you can always widen your stance to make it easier. If it's still a little difficult, a modification could be just sitting with your feet together and sort of just butterflying your legs like this, okay? So whatever you decide, let's hold for 3 deep breaths. 1, again, navel in towards the spine, shoulders away from the ears, crown of the head is reaching up. 2, and 3. Okay. I'm going to move back this way. We're going to go ahead and put the hands on the mat, stepping back into your plank, and one more vinyasa. Exhale, down, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale back into your last down dog. Let's hold this down dog for 5 seconds. Let you explore the posture a little bit. 1, 2, remember you're active through your fingertips, like almost like you're grabbing the ground. 3, heels toward the floor, spine straight. And 5. Okay, on the inhale, let's come to a seated posture. Turn around, we're gonna lie down for a well-earned Shavasana. So rolling the spine all the way down, take up lots of space on your mat. We are going to lie here for 1 minute. So fully make yourself comfortable on the floor, closing your eyes and letting your breath return to a steadier state. Move into stillness. Feel yourself being supported, being pulled gently by gravity onto the surface beneath you, as you almost feel as if you're sinking ever so slightly with each breath. Taking a moment to be grateful for your body and your mind. Grateful to yourself for making the time to practice today and give your body some love. Slowly start to deepen your breath. Start wiggling your fingers and your toes, rolling your wrists and your ankles, eyes still closed. Maybe even taking a big stretch overhead, like you're just waking up in the morning. And then rolling over to one side, resting your head on your outstretched arm. On the inhale, use your other hand to push against the ground and come up into a comfortable seated position. Your eyes can still be closed as you bring your hands to heart center. We raise the thumbs to the third eye. Namaste. Thank you so much for practicing with me today. I hope you enjoyed it and you have a great